Fools like them, they suss me out and hey, guess what? Fun fact. Did you ever know that I applied for diversity lottery back to back for 5 years consecutively whilst I was in Ghana? Okay, now I'm telling you. So the year of 2010 to 2015, I applied for the diversity lottery because my country, Ghana, where I come from, qualifies. I did it from 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. And guess what? I didn't win. But guess what? I am in America and I'm bringing this content to you. Who am I? My name is Priscilla Kuma. I'm a registered nurse who comes from Ghana and lives in New York State where I work and share nursing migration video on my channel. What are we talking about today? You click on the topic because you're interested in the DV lottery. You want to come to America with yourself and your family, and you think it's a hoax, it's a scam, you don't know if it's real, but most of you know it's very real. You know people who came to America through lottery. My very good friend, shout out Ramila, who I've brought to this channel before, came through the American lottery. So this is very real. And shout out to my friend Mensa, who also came through the DV lottery and in the US Army. It is very real. So I came to USA and everything worked out well. I got my nursing career going on and I got my citizenship. I think Carol gave me a card and here it is. When I got my citizenship, I got this card from a friend and this is what it says. Happy anniversary. Thought this might bring you some flavor to your meals. And she gave me this card. And this is my citizenship card when I finally got it. And I have my American flag here. I got this flag the day I got my citizenship, as you can see in the photo. Yay! So let's put the flag back. Okay, enough about me. So this might be coming a little bit late, few days late, but the DV lottery runs every year. Every October, the diversity lottery runs. Unfortunately, not everybody qualifies and not every country qualifies. But there's always a way around it. So it started October 5th and it's going to end November 8th. So if you're now hearing this from me for the first time, the diversity lottery is open and you can go and send your application. And the good news for this year is that no passport is required for the application process. You need a passport when you win and finally come to the USA, but when you're doing the application online, you do not need passport number. So if you're worried, oh, I don't have a passport, I can't apply, please go ahead, stop everything right now. If you meet the criteria, apply. So let's go to the website and let me tell you what you need to know. The fiscal year 2024, there will be 55,000 lottery numbers up for grabs. Yes, America is releasing 55,000 up for grabs, random selection, and you might be part of that 55,000 they are looking for. And the results will be out next year, May 2023. But it's called DV 2024 because the results will be out next year and the processing will take place after that. Yes, so 55,000 is a huge number. If your country qualifies, please don't sleep on it. Try and get yourself in it. So as you already know, who is eligible? Those who are eligible are countries whose members have a low number in the USA. So if your country has a lot of people in the USA, you don't qualify. So sorry, my brothers from Nigeria, my sisters from Nigeria, my fellow subscribers from India, China, you are not allowed to apply because you have a lot of your people already in the USA. So Ghana, Kenya, Namibia, Tanzania, you have the chance. Morocco, Egypt, you are qualified to apply. So please go for it. Let's go to a few countries that are not eligible. A few countries that are not eligible. We have Brazil, Canada, China, Hong Kong, Nigeria, Honduras, Mexico, South Korea, Northern Ireland, Venezuela, Vietnam. You do not qualify. Do you know that even if you do not qualify, you can qualify if you're married to somebody who comes from a country that qualifies? So you're Nigerian, you do not qualify, but you're married to a Ghanaian woman or man who qualifies. You can use that spousal means to be able to get this opportunity, and you have to look into that as well. So all hope is not lost. To apply, you must have at least a high school education or 2 years work experience in the past 5 years. So my fellow nurses watching this, If you haven't started the process and you're still contemplating, you can apply for the DV, come into the US, and then write your NCLEX whenever you are ready. You can start your NCLEX journey whilst in your home country, get here with the DV, and then work. I interviewed a nurse here. Hi, Ellen. Thanks for making time for my channel. Ellen did that. She came to the USA through the DV lottery and then did the RN journey. She was a midwife from Ghana, by the way, and came here and took the NCLEX RN, not NCLEX midwifery, NCLEX RN, the US is essential for nurses to be able to work. And then she began working here as a nurse. So she did not come to an agency or she did not come to work. She came because she won the DV lottery. So that's another evidence of how realistic this is. So this is an opportunity. Don't let it slip by you. So let's go to the website. You just want to open your search engine, whatever search engine you use. You can use Google. Just go in and Google the word DV. DV stands for Diversity Lottery. So DV 2024. And then that should pop up for you. DV 2024, this is the page you want to be looking at. U.S. Department of State, Bureau of Consular Affairs, Electronic Diversity Visa. This is it. So as I said, the entry for DV 2024 started October 5th and it will go all the way to November 8th. So you still have some time to do this application. Don't sleep on it. Okay? There are instructions here you want to read, and there's a photo instruction as well. So let's read the DV 2024 instruction. The program instruction is here in a PDF form. You can click this, and then whatever it says is all here. And as I said, these are the countries: Brazil, Canada, Bangladesh. They do not qualify. So the countries with low rates of immigration to the US are the ones who qualify. And if you want to do that, you can click here and see those countries and see if your country is part. So in Africa, if you are watching from Africa, you are from Algeria, Angola, Benin, Botswana, Burkina Faso, Burundi, Cameroon, Cabo Verde, Central African Republic, Chad, Comoros, Congo, Congo DR, Ivory Coast, Djibouti, Egypt, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Eswatini, Ethiopia, Gabon, Gambia, Ghana, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Kenya, Lesotho, Liberia, Libya, Madagascar, Malawi, Mali, Mauritania, Mauritius, Morocco, Mozambique, Namibia, Niger, Rwanda, Sao Tome, Senegal, Seychelles, Sierra Leone, Somalia, South Africa, South Sudan, Tanzania, Togo, Tunisia, Uganda, Zambia, Zimbabwe, So if you're from any of these countries, you qualify. If you're watching from Asia, countries like Lebanon, Malaysia, Maldives, Mongolia, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, Sri Lanka, you are qualified, and they have the people that are not qualified. Natives of those in Asia that do not qualify: India, China, Pakistan, South Africa, Philippines, Vietnam, Bangladesh, you don't qualify. If you're watching from Europe, if you're from Armenia, Albania, Bosnia, Croatia, Cyprus, Germany, Georgia, Greece, Iceland, Hungary, Luxembourg, Malta, you all qualify. So go through the list, make sure you qualify, and then you apply. There's Oceania, South America, Ecuador is there. So those are the instructions. Now let's go back to the application form itself. I believe you're okay with the instructions. Let's go back to the application form. So there are photo examples, very important, very, very important. These are the acceptable photos on the website. It has to have a white background and no smiles, no glasses, no hats. So they spelled out every, and they have a tool, they have a photo tool you can use to crop the photo. So let's take the first one. There should be no shadow, no lightening. There should be no glasses. The position should be in the middle of the photo. It shouldn't be shifted to the edge. The resolution should be clear, it shouldn't be blur. If you're taking for a child, it's very hard. This is not acceptable. The pose and expression, no smiles, no posing, turning to the side, no hats. The background should be plain and white or off-white and free of shadows. And for children, you shouldn't put any pacifier, any toys around them. No. You can lay them on the bed and stand over them and take the photo. There are videos you can watch on how to do that. Then the online application. This is how you upload the photo. So they have a photo tool. If you take your photo is not good, you want to check it out first. You can use the photo tool to crop the photo. You choose a photo here, click on choose photo, and then you open a file and choose a photo from your gallery. Then you crop it and suit the size and get it to look like the ones on the side over here. Okay, so let's go back to the form and then we'll do the application. So as you've googled or put DV Lottery 2024 in your search tab, this page opens up, and I said it should be on US Department of State website. Then you want to click on the green button that says begin entry. This is just a sample. I'm not going to really fill it out, so it might not let me go to the next page, but I'll tell you how the samples look like. So you type this number here that I can fill out, 433 NE 8 is case sensitive, so you want to do capital letters when it requires. So the part 1 is this way. You put your family name, that's your surname, your last name, then your first name, then your middle name. When putting in the name, be very, very sure you are putting in the right name as it appears on your travel document. The name in your passport, let it correspond with this application, because you'll be using your passport for the process going forward when you happen to be selected. Then your gender, male or female is all they have here for noun. Then birth date, the month first, the day first, and the year. My fellow Africans, we write the date the reverse way. I think British too. You write it the other way. So the month is the first column. Make sure you are putting the month. It only starts with 1 and ends with 12. That's it. Don't put any reverse month in there for the day column. I hope you get it. Don't switch the day for the month, vice versa. City where you were born, you list where you were born. Country where you were born, the country. Country of eligibility, yes. If you're already eligible, just say yes. If it's no, you say no. And if you're doing it through your spouse who comes from a country that is eligible, then you can put there. So for a Nigerian filling this form, when you get here, you say no. And then if you are not, you must enter which country you are claiming eligibility from. Then when you go through this list, you go and choose Ghana, because your wife or your husband comes from Ghana. That's why you're claiming eligibility. Yes. So I'm just going to switch this back. The entrance photo. This is where you're going to choose a photo. And when you choose a photo, make sure it's the right size, 600 by 600 and 1200 by 1200, 1000 to 1002. That is the size and specification they want. Then mailing address is optional. You can do it in care of somebody, or you can do it to your mailing address. Make sure this address is authentic, legit, it exists, and you're going to be living there, or you're going to be you will have access to the information even if you leave the house. The address you're going to use, if it's your house address, company address, whatever, make sure you have access to that address forever. If you move houses and you don't change your address and an information gets to that address and they don't find you, you might have one, but you won't get access to that information. So address has been a problem for many people who got important documents and they didn't have access to it because they keep moving. Life happened, you moved, and you lost important opportunity. Somebody won and he didn't even open it in the envelope and threw it somewhere. Years later, she found out she won the lottery. Yes. So please, it is very important. You can use it as in care of, or in care of somebody who you trust that can check this document for you when it comes. The country where you live. So you're born in Ghana and you live in US. You are here studying. You're on F1 visa. You want to put America here. You live in America even though you come from Ghana. You want to put your phone number and always remember the country code. +233 Ghana, +234 Nigeria, +444 UK. Put that number there. Your email address has to be active. You should always be on top of checking your email in life. Important information can be dropped there and you will not know about it. And you confirm the email again twice. What is your highest level of education? High school is what they want as minimum. So you should be clicking high school and above. Primary school does not qualify. So clicking high school and above. College, vocational, university, whatever, click that. Are you married? Yes or no? Choose one. Married and my spouse is not a U.S. citizen or U.S. lawful permanent resident. Married and my spouse is a U.S. citizen. Divorced, widowed, legally separated. You can choose one of them. And you enter spouse information. Number of children. This is when you should be claiming your biological children or children you have adopted who have documents to back up and say this is my child. Yes. You should have their birth certificate, you have their passport, their name should all be matching. Then you can enter the number of children you have here. Do not go and bring cousins and people that you cannot come and account for, strangers, relatives. They will do a DNA when it comes to medical for the embassy interview and all, and you don't want to ruin your chances. Then you continue. And because I have not filled, everything will be red, so I cannot continue, but I'll show you a sample of how the form looks like. So with the sample, after you filled out the number of children, then you continue. You hit the continue button and then you go. So mind you, if you say 2 children, you have to fill a form about them. So after you submit, you get a confirmation that looks like this. It says submission confirmation entry received. Your entry for the DV, they will mention the year, was received on this day at this time. Please do not close this window until you have printed this confirmation page. The most important of all, print the confirmation page and keep one for your record. You need that confirmation number. You need to guard it with your life. Oh my, you need to save it. Many have won, but they do not have confirmation number. I remember in Ghana, it's people's business. They set up a little tent at the roadside or the market or station somewhere, and then people come in and they take a photo of you and do the application for you, and they keep the code. So when you win, they hold you hostage, hold your ransom, because you want the code and they have it. Whatever amount they mention, you would have to pay before they release that code to you. But this is a very simple form, basic education. You should be able to fill this form. Do not go and pay for anybody to hold your ransom or hold the code and not give you access to America. Yes, so if you're doing this yourself, print the code, save it everywhere savable. Where you have your bank, your money, your safe in your house, go and put it there. Save this code because everything you have just done depends on this alphabet right here. Don't let anybody take that right from you. So it would say entrance name, the name you use to fill the form. Confirmation number. We'll give you the confirmation number and your year of birth, that's the date of birth. Then a digital signature. Then it says, thank you for your entry to the diversity lottery. Please either print this page or make a record of the confirmation number before closing this window. You will not be able to retrieve this number after you close this window. Do not X out of this page. Do not close that tab. Do not close that window. Everything depends on this number. Guard the code. Keep it very, very, very important. Write it down, put in your passport, write it in everywhere you keep very important documents. You must retain your confirmation number in order to check your entry status via this link. They'll give you a link. Between May of the next year and September of that year, the next year, that's when the results come out. Then you check within that year, May and September, you check the results. So in this case, May 2023, the results will be out. Then you can click on that link to check by entering your code to make sure whether you have won or not. I remember doing this, checking this every time, 5 years in a row, and not winning. But God works in mysterious ways. Here I am in America now, telling you about this, and you will take advantage of it. 55,000 entrants up for grabs, and make sure you get yourself in that number. Selectees will not receive selectee notification or letter by regular post mail. Do not submit additional entry forms. Multiple entry will disqualify you. So the things that will disqualify you If you do not meet the requirements, your country does not qualify, and go ahead to do it. You do not qualify for a spouse, you go ahead to do it. You do not have at least high school education or above, and you go ahead and do it. Your photo is not correct. You didn't get the right size they want to get. You put the wrong information. You go and use a wrong name, a name that you gave yourself that is not on your document. Now you have to prove that you are the one. And you don't have the access to the codes, and you can't go and edit anything. It's done. So make sure that you are putting in the accurate, true information, because trust me, America will find out. They'll do a background check on you when the time is right. They will not just be handing out this opportunity for those who do not qualify. They will do a thorough screening, and if you qualify, you will get in. I wish you all the best. I hope this video has been helpful. Share with others who want to live the American dream. You want your kids to have a better life, better opportunity, better chance of life, good quality of life. It's not rosy here, but it's way better than where you are, as I always say. So give it a chance. Apply before this thing ends November 8th. It has started a few days back. I'm bringing this to you a few days later on, but the opportunity is still there. You have at least 3 weeks to get this done. So get this application done. The name remains with Lakuma, and I'm proud to say I'm from Ghana, but I am an American citizen. It hasn't been an easy journey, but it's all been worth it. Thank you. Take care. All the best, and see you in America. Bye-bye.
German on the beat.